Main event. Geechi Gotti versus Murda Mook.
Told you Mook was gonna win though, and I
I
love
told you
Gotti.
Mook was going to win.
I almost never go against Gotti, but we had
I
Mook.
told you Mook was going to win.
Oh yeah, you was shocked that I had Mook. That's what it was. Go ahead.
Yeah. I knew Mook was going to win. Like, I just knew, bro. You know why? For one, I love Mook. Everybody knows he's my favorite. He's my first favorite battle rapper. Yeah,
Oh,
he's my first favorite battle rapper. He's one of the first
okay.
ones I seen. He's the one who got me into rapping. He's a lot of people's first favorite battle rapper. He's a lot of
That part.
first one people ever seen. He
Shout out
professionalized
Murda
the sport.
Mook.
Shout out Murder. He's professionalized the sport. You know what I mean? He's a reason for these big paychecks and this and that. But beyond that,
Mhm.
he just like he was masterful. He was absolutely great. Shout out to Gotti.
He was
He's still in the
so
paint of that New York crowd. I'll say this about the people
Gotti,
who
what's the word? With his New York jersey on.
right. And I
Talk
say this
about
about
King
the
of New
people.
York.
I say this about the people who say the crowd was biased in this New York gas. I'll say this.
Excuse me.
Murda Mook is a star. He's one of the first people in battle rap. He's from New York. New York was supposed to treat him like a star that he is. He's a legend. He's a GOAT. If they didn't treat him like that, we would have felt like they disrespected this sport. Why? He's a superstar. Geechi Gotti, when he's in LA, when he battled Lux, they treated him like they were supposed to treat him. That's their hometown superstar. I didn't feel like it was Gas versus Lux. I feel like they treated Geechi Gotti like the star that he was. I feel like New York treated Murda Mook like the star that he is. I'll tell you this: when the Lakers play, and I'm sorry to use basketball, but
Uh-huh.
when the Lakers play and LeBron James and they're at the Staples Center, they're in LA. Guess
Uh-huh.
what? When LeBron comes out,
Look
they're going to
at
cheer for him. When he makes a regular layup that he's supposed to make, they're going to cheer like he made the last basket. Why? That's their home star. Their
that.
root. That's their team. That's their home star. Mook is from
Fact.
New York. He is New York star. He is the star in battle rap. He is the GOAT. And any stage he touches, he's supposed to be treated like that. But especially in his hometown. You know what I'm saying? So when Geechi was in LA with Lux, they treated Geechi like they were supposed to treat him, like he's their hometown fucking star.
Facts.
That's how it goes. So stop with all of that bias and all of that stuff. When Geechi pulled up into New York, he
Mm-hmm.
knew what it was. He knew he had a long night ahead of him. He knew he had to face the toughest crowd in battle rap. When
Right.
Lux went to LA
Against
to
the game.
battle Geechi, he knew that he was going against a crowd that was he was going against a crowd that was there for Geechi and not there for him. It was them West Coast niggas. They wanted him to lose. They wanted their star to win, as they should.
Mm-hmm.
When Geechi, when Mook was there, that's what they want.
Yeah.
They treated their star like a star. Shout out to New York. Shout out to the true battle rap fans, y'all true battle rap crowd. Y'all showed up for y'all people. Because guess what? When Big T and they said people said he was pandering to the crowd with all the New York. Guess what? He's supposed to.
He's supposed to
I'm
do,
from
right?
here. Them New York niggas want to hear that New York shit.
Fuck you talking about?
Nigga, we in New York. Did you see Big T verse clips when T was in Chicago?
What's the
Nigga,
y'all
we wanted to hear that Chicago shit.
exactly? Which is the same reason why Jazz was extra Brooklyn yesterday. Like,
Jazz was
what are
extra
you talking
Brooklyn,
about?
fitted cap on. Like, hey, this
Come
is
on.
what you supposed to do.
You're not gonna
Murder
play with
Mook
our
with
own
a
city.
masterful performance. His battle rap IQ is great. The angles that he used, you know what I mean, the references and word associations, everything was on point. And even in the third round, he said, I got y'all. I told you I was listening to y'all,
Yeah. So
which
there.
means I'm getting directly to the point. And this, I could have been did it. Y'all don't really want me to do this though. I've been showing y'all my pen the last couple years and being masterful on us, but y'all want me to be murder. Y'all want me to get back to murder.
Mm-hmm.
And he came murder like we listen. He came
Murder. What's up?
murder move. Paul,
What's the
listen.
word, Mook? What's the word? Dot
Yo,
by.
shout
What's
out
the
to Mook.
word?
Mook is a
Shout out to
star. He's a
those
go. He
petty
showed y'all
that
why,
on
and y'all
yesterday.
kept playing
Okay.
with him. He told y'all I could do this for real. For real. I could have been doing this. You know what I mean? Like I could do this, but can y'all niggas, you know what I mean, do what I do? Can you
Mm-hmm.
write how I write? You know what I mean? Even in the small room, like that pen, Mook pen is different. And even though y'all say it was simple, I don't feel like a lot of that was simple. Like them, listen, Mook was saying some. What did he say? Something about you a crip. So why risk? But he said why risk?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, he said you must be ambidextrous because you just
A
left
lot of shit.
hands. Like it was all right. Like come on, man.
I ain't even about to try. That nigga
What he
said,
say? What he say? You ain't want to get in that dog fight because you was a cripple. Why risk? Why risk? Ain't you? You supposed to be? You must be ambidextrous because you left Brooklyn hands. You left hands like it was all right. Yo, left hands like it was all right. Man, listen, he was going crazy. He had a lot of the all of that whole John Gotti and
mm-mm.
both of y'all got the one thing in common. Both of y'all got a John in front of you. You died behind bars. You know, Mook real name John. And man, listen, bro,
Said,
Mook was
listen, it was a lot. It was a lot.
Mook pen is different. Even though y'all said was, you know what I mean, he dumbed it down. It was more simple. It was still
Listen,
layers in that. It was
yes,
still
but
layers in the simplicity. Simplicity is good, but somehow Mook found a way to blend, you know what I mean, the simplicity with also, you know what I mean, layer, you know what I mean, a layered, you know what I mean, complex in a simplistic scheme. I feel like I don't know,
here we
it's
go.
kind of crazy. I don't
Here
even
we
know how
go.
to explain it. Mook, you
Here
gotta
we go.
explain it to us, Mook. I can't even explain it. I just know this shit was beautiful. That's all I know.
Can we just call it a clean pocket? Can we do that?
He was just, man, he was up that bitch flying. His feet didn't even touch the ground. The whole, and he
Listen,
was up that bitch getting sturdy. And he was up that bitch.
listen.
He had the whole right side of the stage getting
Maybe welcome to
sturdy.
the party.
Listen, me and
Hey,
my lady just while we watched it
what?
earlier. Me and my wife
We
watched it earlier.
listen. New York was
We
New
had to
York,
run it.
right? We
And
you ain't
she
going. You know what I'm saying?
and she kept
You
saying,
thought we
"Listen,
was
we
gonna
had
come
to run it
back
back a
for
couple
smoke for
times."
pop smoke. What you talking about? Nah, that was
Pop smoke
crazy.
for pop smoke, yo, and I like that too.
Hey,
Honestly, right? I seen a lot of New York people and all that say like it's a lot of stuff, and I felt like New York people wanted to say to you, LA niggas. Like, why we keep going out there? Y'all keep on. Like, is it still East, West,
telling us
West? Like, what y'all niggas doing? Y'all killed big, everything. Everything was supposed to be cool and all that. But we keep going out there. Y'all niggas keep.
that
But then
ass.
y'all show up here. Y'all niggas don't. Hey, yo, G, what's up with? Hey, folks, listen.
That
We ain't
ass.
about.
What's the
What's up with
word?
y'all? Is it still smoke, G?
What's
That's what
the
I feel.
word, Wes?
And
What's
then
up?
Mook catered to that a little bit, and like, I mean, it works, and he's supposed to. He a better rap IQ. Like, he knew it was gonna work, and it worked.
Listen,
Shout out
and
to Gotti though,
then
because I felt like Geechi had a lot of stuff that was so slept on. Like yo, one of my favorite bars of the whole night, Geechi said. When Geechi said that they don't even understand me because our language is different, like or our words is different, like our sentence, you got consecutive, like consecutive. Man, that shit was crazy. Like concurrent and consecutive sentences. Now listen, people don't know. Like when you lock, like
he's
when they sentence you, you got consecutive sentences and concurrent sentences.
right.
So she said it's a difference. Like consecutive concurrent sentences, like meaning our wordplay different. People don't understand. But if you in a nigga from the street or been in like
Yeah,
court,
right,
you wouldn't
right.
even know. I know
That
I
was
just
fun.
did 7 years. Like I had, you know what I mean, sentences concurrent, which means that, you know what I mean, they all running at the same time. But consecutive mean that you got to do this sentence, then this sentence, then this sentence. If you get 10 years, you got guilty of all counts, they give you 10 counts, and you get 10 years for all of them. The next word of what the judge says matters how much time you do. If he says to run sentences to run concurrent, that means you only got 10 years. If he said the sentences to run consecutive, you got 100
You know,
fucking years.
you know. Nah, no,
Facts.
not funny.
Facts.
But
So
that ass.
niggas don't even know that. That's just a little. I mean, so the street niggas or the niggas who you know what I mean, been in the courts or whatever. Geechi was up that bitch rapping, and I don't feel like I gave Geechi. I don't know if I gave. I feel like I edged Geechi the second, even though Mook's second was good too. But
Let's hold
even
on.
though
You
Geechi
know,
was stumbling and stuff, I just felt like it
wait,
was a
whoa,
couple
wait,
of
wait, wait.
moments in
When
there.
was Geechi stumbling?
I might have gave Mook I don't know for the second, but I on first watch. Even I watched it the first. I watched the third round again. I didn't watch the whole battle again, but on first watch, I think I edged Geechi the second because that it was a round in there, but Geechi was really talking. You know what I'm saying? But I'll say this: on that hip hop is real interview, them bars that Mook spit, if he would have spit that in the second to rebuttal that angle,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why you didn't do it. I don't know why you didn't do it. But I'm just saying it was a great round. Geechi stood in the paint. He came out there. He did what he was supposed to do. I don't feel like he gets
I
knocked
don't
down
feel
the
like
paint.
he lost
Geechi's still
nothing.
one of the greatest to ever
Exactly.
do this. If he was to stop right now, we would say that he's one of the greatest. He's definitely the greatest of this class. And I mean, if y'all can say that he's this era's LeBron James, Michael Jordan, or whatever.
Absolutely. Because I
So
just want to throw in there, you gotta love
yeah,
Geechi.
so
You
your
gotta
turn. How
love
you feel
Geechi
about
for
it?
his
I'm sorry.
confidence, and you gotta love Geechi for his consistency. You understand? Because at the end of the day, he didn't give what nobody said. He still was gonna be Geechi. He still was gonna spit his shit. You feel what I'm saying? He was in the paint, like you said, with the crowd talking back to him, whatever, all that. He's like, yeah, boo that nigga too. when he rap, like you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
he
You're not
yielded
gonna
him in
shake
it. He
him.
yielded him.
You're not gonna shake him. You understand what I'm saying? That's why you gotta love Geechi. Shout out to Geechi. That's all I
Yo,
want.
shout out to him for standing in the paint. You know what I
Right.
mean? Being he's had very direct
And
rounds
toes,
that move.
exactly.
It was a great battle on Geechi's part. I feel like Geechi showed up and did exactly what he's supposed to do. He stood in the paint. He faced the toughest crowd. Didn't fold.
Yep.
Freestyle. Rebutted in the middle of rounds.
Yep.
Like
As he always does. Like you
he
can
he
shake him.
did. He was Geechi Gotti. So I don't understand
Exactly.
why people is saying like he acting like he got killed or acting like, bruh, he was Geechi Gotti.
He didn't get
Shout
killed.
out to
Even the
Geechi
niggas
Gotti.
got him losing with a gentleman's, he still didn't get killed.
Still didn't get killed. He gave
That's
him,
why it's a
and then
gentleman.
he was talking stuff that y'all niggas probably didn't even understand, but real niggas was getting it.
I know that's right.
Real niggas was getting it. I still feel like he was going. I felt like in one of them rounds, I felt like in that second he should have. It should have been more of that real talk when he got in that pocket, like.
Yeah. But I
You know what
feel
I mean? When
like
he's talking
though
about,
too.
you know what I
I
mean,
feel
niggas
as
is
though
all of the budget cuts is because of you and this and that. Like he said, I feel like he should have stayed like how he did math. And remember his second round for math? I feel like he should have been there. He should have been there.
that would have been tough. Ain't gonna cap.
It should have been a but. I don't know if it would have been enough, even with that first and that third, how Mook was. I don't know. Because Mook was just he was just dangerous. And I don't feel like even if it wasn't in New York, the bars and the stuff that Mook had could have worked other
Yeah.
places. I
Mm-hmm.
don't care, even if you was talking about people who killed Biggie, whatever, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
If he was in Atlanta, that might have worked. Still, people love Biggie everywhere.
That's a fact.
People love PNB Rock
It ain't gonna
everywhere.
never be
You
no
got a Roscoe.
effective
I got
no
a
more
Roscoe.
New York.
He got a Roscoe. Come on, man.
That's a fact.
That
That's
getting sturdy and all that. And listen, and just like Geechi, no, he kept saying like, I know we in New York. The crowd kept saying, telling Geechi, you in New York, you in New York. Geechi kept saying multiple times about, I know we in New York.
I
Nigga, you
know
gotta keep
y'all
saying that.
exactly.
So why y'all mad that Mook is saying stuff about New York when the niggas in New York is telling Geechi, you in New York, which means
Geechi
they
said,
want to
I
hear
got
that
off the
New York
plane.
shit.
I know where I'm at. Like
You know where you at. Come on, man. Well, Geechi in LA. He better than luck. He had some LA. Come on, bro. You supposed to. And
yeah,
that's why Geechi a real nigga for real because he said it
yeah.
though. He said them niggas they did, he said shout out to the New York crowd. They some real niggas. They did exactly what they were supposed to do.
Yes, he
He did
did.
this. They did the same thing that the
Yes,
West Coast did with Lux. It's gonna be a hard night for you, nigga. You ain't gonna get it here. The
he
same thing that North Carolina did for to Tay Rock for they superstar that they got. Nigga, you
listen.
ain't getting it like that here. It's gonna be a long fucking night for you, and
Yeah.
that's how it's supposed to be.
So who was your battle of the? I mean, not. I was about to
Geechi
say
Mook battle of the night, performance of the night, performer of
who
the
was your
night.
performer of the night.
I mean, it was top three performers of the night. It was Kid, Slay, Jazz, and Mook.
So
I
you
gotta
can't
give
have
it.
one.
I gotta give it to Mook.
You giving this a Mook
But Emma, can I give it to Mook? Even though
if
he
you
just
want
did
to.
what he was supposed to do. Like
If
Michael
you
Jordan
want
is
to,
supposed to hit the last shot,
listen.
but the reason that he Michael Jordan is because he hits them last shots
I
though.
was about to say
So
though, just because you're supposed to do something, don't mean you're gonna do it.
right, so I yeah, Mook my performer tonight.
All right.
Then
Shout out to
you know
Mook.
what I mean, Slade and Jazz, or then Jazz and Slade. I don't know. I feel like
Just
I don't
think of
know.
Mook.
I feel like Slade of all people took advantage of his opportunity.
It's cool because he's my performer of the night.